Vic, I've got my own opinions about how Bobby Knight will do at Tech, but I'm just dying to know what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, you and everyone else has their
really.
opinion. It's pro and con, and, well, let's find out what folks around here said. Yeah. Well, the Bobby Knight drama will hit its peak tomorrow as the much celebrated and much criticized basketball coach will visit Lubbock to meet with university officials about their head coaching vacancy. According to most reports, chances are he has the job. But what does Amarillo think of its new neighbor-to-be? Well, yesterday I did some poking around.
The aggressiveness starts on the defensive end.
All right, so we're all familiar with the vintage caricature of Bobby Knight, arguing with officials, temper tantrums, the whole 9 yards. And we all know about the controversy over at Indiana University. But now it looks like he's going to Texas Tech, whether we like it or not. Amarillo, what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to generate an enormous amount of interest. Coach Knight's a proven coach and a proven winner.
He's a good recruiter. He knows what he's doing. He can really help their program, I think, take that level, that next step.
Well, what's that next step? Well, how about winning? Bobby Knight will be in a Big 12 coaching fraternity that includes such names as Eddie Sutton, Roy Williams, and Kelvin Sampson. Those guys are in the big dance this year. James Dickey is not.
The Big 12 put 6 teams in it this year, and Tech isn't one of them. And Bobby Knight goes to Tech, and Tech will be there next year. And I think it's the greatest thing that's happened to Tech basketball in years.
What do you think he could bring to Tech that James Dickey couldn't do?
Number one, recruiting, reputation. I mean, that'll go through the roof immediately. It's embarrassing that they're a Big 12 team and they've got 1,000 people in the stands, and I don't care what they have to pay Bobby Knight, he's going to make them money.
All right, so the guy's a big name, but what about all the baggage he brings?
You know, Bobby Knight's done a lot of things in his past that are pretty bad, but what he can do for Texas Tech's recruitment and for their program is a pretty good thing as long as he keeps himself in check, doesn't get too far out of line.
Isn't that the classic moment, him throwing the chair? I love that. Again, Knight will visit Tech tomorrow, but don't expect any official announcement saying he has the job. University policy requires all positions to be posted for 10 business days before a job can be offered. Well, that period ends the 23rd. Now, you think the anticipation of Knight's hiring isn't getting any attention in Lubbock? Well, think again. Campus shops are printing up T-shirts in hopes that Knight will be the new head coach. Put the kids to bed and glue down the chairs because nighttime is coming, reads just one of the shirts hitting the stores. Now, NBC4 wants to know what's going to happen if, in fact...
And Vic is here. More March Madness.
Man, are we sick of it yet?
No, never.
I mean, this is like the greatest tournament there is, and you just can't wait for it every March, and you just know what happens, but...
That's why it's called March Madness.
Oh! I must say that after today's games, I'm officially out of the March Madness office pool.
Oh.
Not huge news because I'm known as the Roy Williams of office pools. One team who doesn't care about office pools is Michigan State. Today, they tried to become only the 9th team in history to reach 3 straight Final Fours. Their opponent, 12th seeded Temple, messed up a lot of office pools. Would the Spartans advance, or would we be singing Who Let the Owls Out? Who? Temple, Michigan State, as seen on TV. John Chaney trying to advance to his first Final Four. Charlie Bell, the putback, the three-pointer, nails it. Michigan State up 10 early. Then Kevin Live for Temple trying to get him back. The turnaround jumper and the foul. It's a three-point game at the half. Temple coming back, but Michigan State too strong. Dave Thomas, the big jam. Michigan State goes on to win this one, folks, 69-62. Final Four once again for Tom Izzo.
Final Fours, I think, says something about consistency. And I think that's what anybody looks at in a program. And I think that even I would have to give in to that and say, you know, I really think this has been a consistent program and one that should be looked at.
I'm certainly feeling pretty low because I could not get them to the Final Four. It is so difficult not to be able to make that step.
Zona taking on Illinois. The fourth ticket will be punched. Who will it be? Luke Walton, a fellow deadhead, to Gilbert Arenas for the layup. Puts Arizona up early, but in the second half, Lucas Johnson nails the three. Illinois up 1. But Arenas, check him out, misses the shot, but Lauren Woods, who had 18, puts it in, and the foul, three-point play. Arizona advances to the Final Four. They defeat Illinois 87-81. Lauren Woods, a happy man after the game.
Kind of fun that we won, but it's not even as fun, I don't think, as it's going to be next week. So, you know, until it's all over, I really can't even explain, you know, how I'm going to feel. But, you know, right now I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited just to make it. You know, it's always something that you dream of when you're a little kid, but, you know, it's not quite the icing on the cake just yet.
So the Final Four is set. Here are the pairings. Minneapolis, Minnesota, make the trip. It'll be fun. Arizona versus Michigan State. Duke, Maryland for the 4th time this year. March 31st. First tip, 4:42 our time. All right, over to men who play golf and actually get paid to do it. And you talk about David and Goliath at today's final round of the Players' Championship, an interesting pairing. You had one guy who was on pace to win more majors than any other golfer in history, Tiger Woods, and another guy who has as many PGA Tour victories as me, 0.
I was going to say, is that none?
Yeah. Jerry Kelly. Could David upend Goliath? Let's see. I sounded like Regis Philbin just then. To the golf pictures we go. And we're going to see, look at this shot of the day, Hal Sutton on the 4th. He already had one eagle earlier in the week.
Play to the right.
I don't understand how guys do this. You got the slope,
Right back
and it's rolling, and it's rolling. And he's excited. But Tiger Woods says, you know what? I've won a few golf tournaments myself. I'm going to do what Vic Vela and Yana Kay can't do. Put it in the hole from outside the green. I will say this, Tiger Woods and Jerry Kelly are told to the play is suspended until tomorrow due to rain. They will finish tomorrow. We do not have a winner just yet. NASCAR, Food City 500 as seen on TV, Bristol Motor Speedway. Check this out, final lap.
Tony comes down.
Jeff Gordon will bump Tony Stewart, who spins out of control, but Tony Stewart retaliates, bumps into Jeff Gordon. Oh, by the way, Elliott Sadler wins his first ever Winston Cup race. Good for him at the Food City 500. And since it is Oscar night, oh, by the way, Amarillo not in it to win it. The Rattlers lost. Fitting fashion, 7-0 to end their season officially. They are not going to the playoffs. Unfortunately, Yana, we could not make that hockey trip to the Civic Center. But because it is Oscar night, I'd like to thank the Academy. Aaron Brockovich, Julia Roberts
Just won, yeah, just won. So we're all excited.
Yes.
Thank you, Vic. There's still more to come on NBC 10's 10 o'clock news. After the break, Dan has to know who some of the Oscar winners are, but who gets the big fat raspberry? Well, John Travolta's Battlefield Earth racked up 7 Golden Raspberry Awards for the worst efforts in film. That includes honors for Worst Actor, Worst Screenplay, and Worst Direction. And for the Worst Actress Award, well, Madonna for The Next Best Thing.
She wasn't that bad.
Yeah, she was just okay. No big deal. But congratulations to Russell Crowe and Julia Roberts winning Best Actress and Actor.
Bob Dylan, Best Original Song.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
And that's it for us tonight, and we will see you next weekend. Good night.
So that Tiger Woods never goes away. I can't even get his name right.
You almost had it perfect. It's just one sentence.
Close. Tiger Woods never goes away. Yeah.
But you're right. He never goes away.
Right.
I mean, he is golf. It's pretty much synonymous. He's huge, and he could buy and sell the both of us,
Right.
and probably a lot of you
Buy
out
me?
there.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, he could buy me. I'm cheap. Look at this suit. Anyway, the guy shoots a 67 his first round ever at the Masters, and after 2 rounds, he was still the leader. Today, Chris DeMarco entered play hoping to do one thing, not screw it up. Easier said than done, considering Augusta National is one of the toughest courses on the planet, and the guy chasing him is named Tiger Woods. To the golf highlights we go. Leaderboard, check it out. Tiger Woods, feeling good. 3rd hole, Phil Mickelson.
Including Phil Mickelson. This was
Approach
the
shot.
shot to the 3rd.
It's in the air a long time, and it falls within a few feet of the cup. Very nice. He would finish 11 under. He would birdie that. 3rd hole, same hole, Chris DeMarco.
Second with a bogey.
Great approach shot. Checks up. Goes to 10 under with the birdie. He would stay there. Meanwhile, Tiger, 7th hole. The approach. within birdie range. And of course, he makes that birdie putt to go to 9 under. Then Tiger on 11, the long birdie putt. Of course, because he's Tiger Woods. Woods 4 under 68 today, and he is your leader. Let's check out that leaderboard. Woods at 12 under, followed by Mickelson at 11. DeMarco still in it at 10 under, and then a whole bunch of people. Should be a lot of fun tomorrow. All right, the Texas Rangers